All right, top 5 Heisman candidates. These are mine right now as we sit 2 weeks out for the end of the regular season. Number 5.
It's a lot of pressure to have a vote for this, I'm telling you. This year is going to be hard.
Yeah. Number 5, Bo Nix. And I don't even know, like, had they not lost to Arizona, he would be higher than 5. And he's not the reason that they did lose to Arizona. But I do think what Bo Nix has done, he shot Kenny Dillingham up the charts of people you should think about for head coaches next. He really makes it look like it's an even bigger mess at Auburn than it was, because Bo Nix used to be a guy who was totally schizophrenic when it came time to do it. He had a bit of the Charlie Brewers in him, where it was 3 bad quarters and a half, and then all of a sudden it was like, here we go. And now, from the moment the game starts, he is just kicking your ass.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Number 4, Hendon Hooker, down a little bit on this list, although I debated on putting him in the top 3. I didn't want 3 quarterbacks in my top 3. So I moved Hendon Hooker down because of the loss to Georgia. Outside of that, he's been absolutely fantastic. A great transfer portal find. Virginia Tech said he'd be kicking themselves, and that didn't work out.
A lot of schools kicked themselves on this transfer portal.
Exactly. And he and Josh Heupel just completely work together, and it's great to watch Tennessee be relevant again and not have to, watch a gigantic. Even if you're not a fan of a big program, and this is why I think I like Hendon Hooker a lot, I'm not a fan of Tennessee. I don't really, it's not going to make my day or not if they win or lose. But when you watch a team that it's like gigantic legacy program with a stadium that's as big as it is and beautiful it is, and with fans that care as much, just constantly run into a wall when it comes to making football decisions, it's hard to watch.
Every time from this point until the end of their last game, anytime any of us, and Craig should be back tomorrow, mentions Tennessee, Garrett, I don't care if we get fined or not, Rocky Top, I want to hear it.
No.
Why not?
No, it's copyrighted. What part about copyrighted?
Well, don't we have music that we use on this show?
Non-copyrighted music.
If I ask Tennessee if it's okay and they say yes.
Yeah, we have to submit all that. It's a whole process.
Jack, would you do that for me? Thank you. Don't you love Rocky Top? I know it's annoying as hell, but it's just got a beat to it. Garrett, play it for us.
I can't pull it up right here. I'm not a big fan of Rocky Top.
No.
Would we get fined?
Not fined. It's just that we won't make the YouTube, the monetization for your little 5 seconds of, or
it wouldn't be 5. We'd play the whole thing.
For that
Rocky Top,
that minute
you'll always be.
That minute of joy, then it's bad for us. Number 3, Blake Corum at Michigan. Maybe should be number 2. He's a beast. And I thought Bijan Robinson was the best running back coming in, and he still might be. But overall, the person who's controlled the run game most, he and Blake Corum, these guys to me are the 2 first-round running backs you got to talk about in the NFL, and Blake Corum is excellent.
Yeah, I voted. I did my All-American ballot yesterday, and it was the kid from Illinois, the kid from Minnesota. Is that right? Ibrahim. And then I say kid, the young man. And then, all of them are from the Big Ten.
Yeah, the Big Ten's got great running backs. They really do.
I mean, I could only vote for 2, and I'll tell you right now, I looked at catches and all that other stuff. They're all very, very similar. Ibrahim, 18 touchdowns or something like that for a team that's just okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And number 2, Drake Maye. This guy might be number 1 at the end of this. If he has 3 good games in a row here, including beating Clemson, I might put him at number 1. He has transformed North Carolina. And I will say this, because somebody will go back and find it. I did a top 5 about North Carolina and thinking, is this team even going to crack 500 on the year? Looking at them, I knew Drake Maye was a highly recruited guy, but he'd never seen him play before. He has changed my whole opinion and my opinion about the future of North Carolina. Because now for the next year or so, there's going to be, they'll be able in the transfer portal to go get guys and say, hey, do you want to play with Drake Maye? Yeah, I do. It's going to raise your stock that much more. I thought Mac was a little bit, maybe in over his head at this point in his career. Nope. No. Shame on me for doubting him and doubting North Carolina like that.
There's only one more name left on the thing you haven't mentioned. I know who that should be.
Yeah, and
but I'm telling you, this Drake Maye thing came out of nowhere. I'm not saying he wasn't talented coming out of high school.
He was a high recruited player,
he's done at North Carolina what maybe some thought we would see from Quinn Ewers immediately at Texas, and he's actually done it.
Yeah, my response to that would be like, oh, he's a really high recruit. Yeah, there's many more guys who are high recruits that take forever to do anything or don't than in their redshirt freshman year dominate the conference.
Yeah, that's the difference. He's a redshirt freshman where Ewers is – what is he?
He's a redshirt freshman.
Okay.
Same thing.
All right,
number one, C.J. Stroud.
Be him, yeah.
He's that dude. And look, the current Heisman Trophy winner, like the defending champ, is not on this list, although he's a magician and is fantastic, and I love watching him play. But C.J. Stroud is that dude, and will probably be the first pick in the draft. I'm sure the Texans watch every game he has and go.
Do you know the Eagles have the 4th pick in the draft?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Do you know that they might get Perkins is a true freshman, though, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a true freshman.
Well, they should draft him anyway.
They might want to.
Look,
he could be like that good.
The Eagles are already going to win the division probably. And
that's a long way to go.
Yeah, but they're probably going to win the division. And then even no matter what happens in the postseason, they're going to be a team that's in the postseason with the 4th pick in the draft because of the trades they made. And it won't be this guy, C.J. Stroud, because of Jalen Hurts, but somebody good. But C.J. Stroud.
I want to see what he does against Michigan.
I do, too.
I'm not saying he's not leader of the pack, whatever. I'll have a vote when I have a vote, which is in a couple of weeks, but we'll be.
Look, he played a really good, talented defense in Notre Dame earlier in the year, and they held him in check. Michigan is a better defense and a better team. That's going to be his Heisman moment. Is against Michigan.
It can be his Heisman moment.
Yeah.
Hayden, thank you, Paul. Top 5, Hayden.